Hey guys, this is Bob Canala. How are you? And welcome to my marketing hub, incomegenerators.biz. Okay. This is where I house, at this point, five of the opportunities that I'm closely working with and that I'm offering to people who are looking also for a secondary source of income. Okay. Um, this video, this is probably the busiest slide, so don't worry. After that, it gets a little simpler. The video is going to be about 20 minutes. And the reason is this is an overview of what we're doing. And it's also, this first slide is the most important because it talks about your mindset. And if you buy into what I'm going to talk about right here, then the rest of it is just getting some education on the five opportunities and seeing if there's an interest or which one you might be interested in. So the idea of this is to educate you on the concept, and then we'll take it from there. So I got five different offerings that all made sense to me, and we're going to work through them. Okay, so let me go through this with you. First of all, this is key. Anyone who desires either healthy living, because we have a lot of health-based products I'm working with, living long, but also, and probably the more focused on what I'm speaking to and who I'm speaking to, is I'm looking for people who want to develop a secondary source of income. And that could be a couple thousand a month. It can also be six figures a year, like it was for me for 26 years. My story, real, simple is I've been in the industry over 25 years. I've earned over $4 million, and I'm part of the network marketing model. Okay, I worked with a company for 26 years. We parted ways at the end of, beginning of 2019. I did some conventional stuff, but I really love the home-based business industry, and I'm back, and we're really kicking some butt. I'll tell you about a gentleman I'm working with who's a major social media guy, and he's going to be bringing us contacts, and those could be your people. But anyways, let's talk about this. First of all, why do we need a side gig? Remember, I said this is the mindset. And if this doesn't resonate with you, then don't bother looking at anything else, honestly. People are struggling, and I'm telling you, I think it's more than ever. Okay. 50% of the people live paycheck to paycheck. Many people are working a side hustle, two jobs, three jobs, whatever they can do to make ends meet. Okay. The network marketing industry has absolutely exploded because of this. Now, let me give you some logic on it, because guys, I told you this is the most important slide. If you can understand that this is a brilliant business model that allows anyone to excel, whether it's, again, a couple thousand a month or six figures a year, there ain't many things you can do out there that have this type of appeal at what I'm going to show you now. First of all, let's just talk logic. Okay. The industry, network marketing industry, is over 75 years and growing. It's only getting bigger. So that was around years ago. Is it still around? Yeah, it's bigger than ever. There are so many different companies involved, everything from real estate to energy, you name it. It's a huge, massive industry. Okay. 36 billion worldwide. It's astronomical. Just in the U.S. alone, it's a $36 billion industry. I just want to give you a little perspective. The NFL, we all know the National Football League. Wow, what a big market! What a big product that is. The NFL is only 23 billion a year. But we're like another third bigger than the National Football League. So this is a big industry if you decide to get involved with it. And what I love about it, and what worked for me, I did it part-time and I've grown it to six figures a year. This is something you keep your current job or career. You don't have to make career choices. No big capital investment. Most companies, you come in for $100 or something. You grow as you build your team. Okay, you don't have to come up with a huge investment. That opens the door to people. And this is, by the way, if I don't mention it, this is worldwide. So most of the companies I'm working with, you could build anywhere on the planet, which means what? You open up to a lot of people know people in different countries. even more so they're looking for opportunity, okay? Whether you work 5 hours a week or 50 hours a week, it's your gig, okay? No special skills needed. You just need what I say, giddy up. You got to have a desire to earn more and make more money, okay? And what's the basic concept? I'm not going to get into the whole model, okay, in detail, but it's based on a lot of people doing a little bit. I want you to understand this. In most of the companies, company I made $4 million with, you had to buy like $100 a month of product. That's what most of these are like now. When I say move, you have to move $100 a month of product. Think about if I gave you a job and we're selling, I don't care what we're selling, vitamins. And I said, Johnny, between you and your family's use, and most of these companies have multiple products, you have to either use or consume $100 a month. In other words, meet your quota by self-consumption and or build a couple of wholesale customers or retail customers that buy off your website. You don't have to ship them the product. And to meet that $100 a month, that would be the easiest job in the world, wouldn't it? Okay, so anyone could do the product end of this. You with me? Now, what's about duplication? How do we get 6 figures doing that little bit of production? Because we leverage off of literally hundreds or thousands of people because there's a tracking system built into these companies where they pay commissions based on sales, not on recruiting. The idea is by bringing in and building a sales team, that's more people buying the product. Every dollar is based off product sales. Make hear about that. It's about bringing in people. No, that's where the leverage comes in. You can sell stuff. You want to go sell this all day? How much you going to make? How many hours a day can you go sell vitamins or I don't care what you're selling, real estate? You need leverage, guys. And the idea is by finding 2 or 3 like-minded people who either love the product and or what I look for is they go, wow, I can get into this business with no big investment, part-time. I want to make an extra couple thousand a month. They partner with you. They're on your team. You don't have to find 100 of them. You've got to find 2 or more who also can do the same. That's the key is we have to build a sales team. You're bringing 3 duds that say, oh, I want to make money. They don't do anything. We got to keep rolling until we find. That's how it worked for me, guys. I brought in 1, brought in 2. Next thing you know, a couple were serious. They led to 10, who led to 20, who led to, Germany open up or whatever it is. The next thing you know, I had 30,000, 40,000 people on my team. You don't need that many, but that's just the way it worked. I brought in an income earner that earned over $1 million a year with the other company we were with. So, I'm with, she's still with it. So my point is this, guys, this is real. It's not chump change. It can be a little money. It can be a ton of money. Okay. Now, let me finish this off with this. Leveraged income is the mother lode of income. I don't care what you're doing. If it's not making money for you while you're sleeping, you should always be saying, okay, I got to work this job to pay the bills. I'm not against that. But what can I do on a residual basis? This is the model, okay? Or there are other things, don't get me wrong, but they usually take more time, more experience, and absolutely more money to engage in. This is something we can do, as I mentioned, for anybody, okay? Now, I'm working directly with a social media giant. His name's Neil Haley. If you contact me, I'll send you any information you need. He does podcast of over 5 million people. He's partnered with me in these companies. We're going to be bringing leads. We're just getting rolling this out with podcasts. He's going to be bringing leads. These leads can go in your team, okay, if you help me build it. So, yeah, you got to kind of think about who you know that wants to make more money. But I'm telling you, we've got a special treat with this guy, Neil Haley, who, if you're willing to go to work and help me work some of these leads as they stop pouring in, they can be on your team, okay? Now, we'll teach. It's all about education. It's not hard to build. We train you. We teach you on any of these individual marketing businesses you want to look at. Excuse me. So I'm looking for the people who desire, whether it's a couple thousand a month or 6-figure income. If you want a little delve into this industry and why it makes sense even more, I think I did a good job explaining it. There's a 50-minute video below this one. I talk about the concept of the home-based business model just a little bit clearer to get that across to you. Okay. Now let's go to the next page if I can. Oops, go back one. Okay. These are I'm sorry, 5. I got to change that. It's not 6, it's 5. 5 opportunities I'm working with. I'm going to have a page on each. I want to be clear on this. After I'm going to have a slide on each to finish off this video on each one after I briefly explain it. The goal from there is just contact me, and because it's a lot of information, 5 things, your head's going to be spinning. Call me. We'll talk about what your likes, dislikes. If you want to delve a little deeper on my site, incomegenerators.biz, the site you're on, if you're on the computer, there's the links right above this video. You can click, and each one you can take a little bit further dive down, not deep, a couple of videos maybe, talk about the product, talk about the marketing concept, a little deeper to learn more, or you can just call me. Once we focus on 1 or 2, we can go back in. Now you can pick, I'm working all 5. I'm not expecting you to do that, but you desire, they all can make you money, guys. So let's talk about each one briefly. And then remember, there's a link. You can look at it in much more detail. Choice plans. This is not network marketing. This is the only one that's more or less just who do you know. Now, you might be able to, there's some good money in it. So if one of your friends knew a business, we could tie them in. But this is basically working with a mainstream insurance company that has a benefits package with 20 or more W-2 employees. I'll go over it in a second. It's free to market. You don't have to, get involved or pay anything. You just contact me, put your thinking cap on. Do you know any businesses with 20 or more employees? Affiliate Mentor is networking. It's the most simplest one. It might not net you the type of crazy money that the last 3 I'm working with can, but it can absolutely bring you some serious income. And then again, my point would be if you want to start here and then jump in to one of the other plays. It's AI education. That's the product. You got 2 programs. One's called Sparks. Here's what I love about this. I wanted something worldwide because we can bring this to Colombia or any country you want. One time out of pocket, $25. Guys, you know what that opens up? Everybody. I'm not sure. One time, $25. Come on. You earn $50 and $100 checks. And again, the video will explain how you do that by building out a little matrix system that keeps repeating itself. Then here's the idea. That's just some upgrade money. You keep making that money, but then you can also join what we call the VIP. That's one time, call it $297, but 10 times your money, 500, 50 over and over. It's worldwide. Everybody can join. Okay. Get 2 or 25 who commit to doing the same thing. That's the building block, because if people start earning, they're going to automatically upgrade to the 297. I'm not looking to, a lot of people come in with that, both of them to 25 and the 297. But even if we just bring 2 more people into 25, they upgrade. It just follow the leader, and everyone will be in the big program, and we'll be kicking out checks of 500 and 250 over and over. The simplest plan worldwide, okay, that anybody can afford. All right, I'll show you that later on as we go. Avini, cutting edge products. Guys, when I talk about Avides and Zeno LifeWave, these are wellness products that can absolutely change someone's life from a health standpoint, okay? Keep you healthy. Special protocols for disease. You all know probably the worst disease that everyone dreads. If you heard some of the testimonials, that's all I'm going to say. Can't say too much on it. Unbelievable. And there's a great compensation plan. And what I mean by that, remember that team building? Guys, in all these plans, you're going to earn 10 to 15% off every sale made through your whole entire team. Think about that. That's why people make $1 million a year in this type of marketing, because the leverage system that they let you build is incredible. Okay. That's Avini. Take a look at the video or talk to me. I love their comp plan. I love their products. Probably the most cutting edge wellness products. They're right here in my backyard in Boca Raton, Florida. Benzino, this is a company, wellness products, dealing with any health challenge. They have this omega oil. You all heard of omega-3 oil. They have something that shows you the difference of your omega-3 oil versus your omega-6. Your 6 is all your bad oils you get from potato chips and everything else. Okay? You pick your finger, you mail the test, it tells you how bad you're on the bad scope of 3 to 6 ratio. You take the oil. I retested. I was at 14:1. Now I'm at 4:1. It's crazy. And it just gets healthier and healthier. Okay. LifeWave is patch technology. I got one on right now. Little patch that helps generate stem cells. If you know anything about stem cells, they're one of the big building blocks of your longevity. Okay. The X39 patch is their top product. It all deals in the stem cell. So that's an overview. Any of these we can make a ton of money with, and they're all diverse. They're all, I think all of them, matter of fact, you can build international. Okay. Now, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Okay. Next one. And now I'm just going to talk real quick about each one. I don't want to take up too much time. Choice plans. You can go back and watch this again or dig in deeper. Choice plans is for W-2 employees. This is what the business owner gets. It costs them nothing. They offer it through the insurance company, give it to their employees. The employees, the business owner is going to save on tax, right? Because it lowers the taxable income of the employees, which lowers the tax burden for the employer. So anybody who owns a business is going to make $600 to $800 a year per employee, with no cost to them. They don't have to do anything. This company gives them the benefits program, teaches the employees how to use it. The employees pay nothing. The take-home pay will actually go up just a little bit, and they get a package. And again, I'm not going to go into detail: telemedicine, telecounseling, preventative screenings, prescription drug savings, unlimited primary care and urgent care with the insurance, with the company we're working with. No copay, no deductible, identity protection, and even pet telehealth. This is all for nothing. So every employee takes it, but you got to go through the employer. So we have to go talk to the business owner. Why wouldn't a business owner want to give their employee great benefits, no cost to them, no cost to the employees, and actually save $600 to $800 per employee in their pocket? Okay. And there's great referral income. If you bring us a business, you're going to make between $10 to $15 a month per employee. Okay. Next step, look at the marketing site, or just as all of these, call me directly. There's my phone number. Okay. Next one, affiliate mentor. I already told you, AI education. There's 2 programs. I already talked about this. One time out of pocket. We use this little 2x2 cycler. When you look at the video on this website, it'll explain it further. You complete a little 6-person board, if you will. Recycles, you make $50, and then when any of your teammates cycle, you get $25. That's over and over. Then when you make a little money, you upgrade to VIP, same system, only at 10 times as your money. And now you could be making thousands. I know people that in these similar programs have made $10,000, $20,000 a month. Okay, it's worldwide. I want everyone to do this right off the bat because it's so simple. If you can't afford $25 one time out of pocket, maybe you really need to do a program like this. Okay, next one, Zinzino. I'm not going to go into detail. They're out of Sweden, but they have an office in Jupiter, Florida. They've been around 20 years. They do $200 million a year. Okay, they're on NASDAQ. This is huge. Okay, world-renowned medical board. Wellness products. I told you the core product is the omega-3. You send it in, it gives you a score. You get on the product, you send it back in 4 months. You do it again, your score goes down. So this is actual. You can physically look at where you are and actually getting healthier. Okay, mass market, 500 million people already take omegas worldwide. This test shows you that 97% are out of balance. Okay. And if you will look up what happens if you're out of balance between your 3 and 6, just Google it. Inflammation, numerous health issues. Okay. After 4 months, you retest, 95% of the people are back in balance. It's $115 for the test and a month's worth of oil. Subscription, if you decide to get on the product monthly, it's under $50. Guys, we can blow this thing out and we get paid crazy money on all the sales throughout your team. Okay, that's Zinzino. Great company. LifeWave is the last company. Company's booming. In 2018, when they launched, they did 20 million. That was in 2020. 4 years later, they're doing $600 million. They're in 80 countries. It's many areas of the body, but their top product is the stem cell production. They have an outrageous compensation plan, again, by building a sales team. All right. And I'm tied in with all these companies because I made over $4 million. I'm tied in with the top leaders. And also, as I told you, that my friend Neil Haley, top social marketer, working all these companies with me, and we can help you build your team. So, guys, I think that's it. Next step, you can either look at income generators for more information. I just went through a lot of moving parts. I would just digest this video, 20 minutes or whatever it took, maybe a little less, and call me and say, Bob, I'm interested. You talked briefly about this company. This is my dislikes and my interest. Whether you're into wellness, we got different products we're working with. I even have an AI company specifically that I didn't put on air because I'm just learning about it. But we have a home for you if you're ambitious and you want to do something. Okay. Pick one or more. You can get it. So easy to get involved in when you talk to people. You don't know if they're going to get with their omega-3s or they know someone battling a serious illness. We have a product and a home for everybody, one or more than one program. Okay. And remember, guys, if you don't try anything different, ever try anything, nothing's going to change. Okay. You want things to change, you have to change. Okay. Work with someone who's made over 4 million. I got a team set up. We can make this happen. Okay. I hope I didn't take too long. Let's rock and roll.